reason number 5 to buy Facebook stock. And I don't want you to buy Facebook stock. I want you to go in partnership with Facebook to own part of the company. And reason number 5 is their ownership of Oculus. Oculus are the glasses that gamers use, goggles that gamers use to achieve virtual reality, to step into the game, to become a part of the game. This technology is moving so much faster than it was first believed. It's been around quite some time, actually. But Mark, in I believe it was 2014, recognized that this was going to be a part of Facebook's future. What he also recognized was advertising was not going to be a part of Facebook's future. Google and Facebook basically control the advertising world here in the United States. I believe they own roughly 40% collectively of all advertising dollars spent, but they know it's going away. And I'll explain to you how it's going away. Through artificial intelligence and through big data, we have been feeding the cloud for years. The cloud now knows more about us than we know about ourselves. You add artificial intelligence to that, and that is that they interpret the data they have on us, and then they put machine learning on that, and that gives the cloud, AI, the ability to make better decisions for ourselves. Let's use the simple decision about I need some toothpaste. Through AI, through my data, the cloud knows more about my body makeup, my genome, my body chemistry than I do. It also knows about what the substances and what the chemicals are in Crest toothpaste. So AI can make a better decision whether Crest is right for me or Colgate or Polident is better for me. So why should I be making that decision if I don't have the capability of making that decision? So advertising is going away because there's no reason to advertise to me because I'm not going to make the decision. My AI is then going to go and order the toothpaste and it's going to be delivered to my door. Advertising is going away. Mark needs something else. Social media. He's gone out and he's bought WhatsApp. He owns Facebook. He owns Instagram. He owns 4 of the top 7 Messenger, the top 7 social media platforms in the world. As I said, he also owns Oculus, the goggles that will eventually look more like this. And you will put them on, and you will go to your Facebook page, and it's your mother's birthday. And your mother and you used to love to play games together, but now she lives 2,000 miles away from you. So you go on to Facebook and you say, Mom, let's go to Facebook Messenger, connect, and let's play a game. Now I'm going to show you what that game's going to look like. Right now it's called Facebook Horizons. Here, take a look.
Beyond our world, there's another world. And it's right here, on my face. Welcome. This is Horizon. Think of me as your guide / self-appointed spokes avatar, here to show you around. You know, Horizon is filled with possibilities. You can play stuff, make stuff, fly stuff. Wow. Really love the stash, Stuart.
What up, Stuart?
Wait, I want a mustache. Horizon isn't about rules or limits or pants. Or people telling you not to fly an airplane while drinking your fresh ground, fair trade, French press morning coffee through a curly straw. Isn't that right, Debbie? Mm-hmm. It's about getting out there and trying new things, making your mark, making friends with an Australian named Mark.
Oh, actually, I'm from New Zealand. Yeah.
And you can even build a world of your own, like laser tag moon landing. Or this islandy place with these cutie patooties. In Horizon, the world is your lobster.
Isn't it oyster?
That too. So come, join us. A never-ending, ever-changing world beyond your world is waiting! Woo! Debbie gets it!
Wow.
There you are, playing a game where you and your mom are flying airplanes through an imaginary world and having just a hoot of a time, and you saw how it happened. That is right around the corner. That is available to you in a very short order. Now let's take that to the next step. Let's say now you want to go to a Lakers-Celtics basketball game, and you want to go with your two brothers. And you all three live in a different city, and none of you live in Los Angeles. But you buy a ticket for the Lakers-Celtics game, and you buy a ticket on front row, center court, courtside. The ticket costs you $25 a piece. What you don't recognize is 3,000 other people bought that same ticket. And sitting at that stadium is a camera, an expanded 360-degree camera, and you're looking through the eyes of the camera, and your brothers are looking through the eyes of the camera. And you enjoy that game wearing your Oculus goggles, and you look to your brother, and you talk about the game just as if you were there. It didn't cost you a $500 plane ticket. It didn't cost you a $500 basketball ticket. It cost you $15 and your $200 goggles. That's what's coming. That's why you need to buy Facebook stock today, because they're not going to be in the advertising business. They're going to be in the entertainment business. They have over 200 million people or 2 billion people that they're already connected with. And then they just bought one of the largest telecommunication companies, or bought 10% of one of the largest telecommunication companies in India. So now the people of India want to go and sit next to you in the basketball game. And they pay 15 cents or $15 a ticket. So now you don't have, 30,000 people in that stadium? You have 3 million people in that stadium paying $15 a ticket. Do you see where this is going? Do you want to be a part of it? You buy Facebook stock today. Now, the next day, maybe you want to go with your wife to Rome, and you want to tour the Vatican, and you want to tour the Colosseum. Guess what you do? You don't get on a plane. You want a private guide? You hire the private guide. They take you there through virtual reality. This is right around the corner. It's there. Mark recognized it and went and bought it for us about 6 years ago. And he's been working on it and developing it. That's why we want to own Facebook. Now let me take you to the next step. My granddaughter right now goes to SCAD University. She, as far as I know, she pays something in the neighborhood of $50,000 a year in room, board, and her education. And she spends, 9 months a year there. And she's got to do it for 4 years. That's $200,000. I went to college. I didn't pay anywhere near $50,000 a year. And I was a terrible student because I didn't learn until about 4 years ago that I have a cognitive learning disability. It's why I was put in the Bluebird group of the reading group when I was in 3rd grade. And I was ridiculed and made fun of because I couldn't read. When I graduated from high school, I was told I had the reading capabilities of an 8th grader. And I needed to take reading courses, but I couldn't afford the reading courses. And I was told not to go to college, I should become a tradesman because I didn't know how to learn. I knew how to learn. You can see, I know how to learn. But I went on to college and I fought my way through college and I came out with a C- average but luckily no employer ever asked me to see my grades. But I learned somewhere along the line that I couldn't read. I refused to read. If you put me in a room and you say, okay, everybody's going to read a paragraph out of this, no, I won't do it because I can't do it. Because my mind will not process a 3-syllable word. I have dyslexic. I mix up my P's and my D's. I mix up some of my numbers. My mind doesn't work like yours. But if in the future I put on my goggles and I read and I also am being read to and I'm absorbing that information and not having to fight that 3-syllable word, the Defense Department says through a study, I will increase my learning capabilities by 230%. And my retention will skyrocket because it's now removed all the diversions. Because my audio, my visual, my sensories are all being stimulated. And the glasses are looking at my eyes and learning how I learn. And my AI is coming in to play and changing the way I learn. Now, that's how that's going to affect me. My problem is I'm no longer in college, so I lose. Mark didn't get it to me quick enough. But now let's think about this in my granddaughter and someone else's granddaughter who's in Kenya, living in a straw hut, that has as good a mind as me, you, and my granddaughter combined, but had the unluck of the birth canal, came through the wrong birth canal, and finds himself out there and doesn't have exposure to education. But guess what? For $200, we can give her that education. For $15, she can buy the classes, and she can be educated at her level in Kenya. Do you see where this is going? Now, we also have coming into play robotics, 3D printing, we're going to put 40% of the people in this world out of work through those two things. But wait. They can put on the goggles and we can re-educate them and we can turn them into neurosurgeons. Maybe he's a truck driver because like me, he couldn't read. But maybe now his learning disabilities will become empowerment to become a neurosurgeon. Do you see where this is going? And what I want to share with you that I think is so exciting is you, I, and about 5% of the rest of the world understand this. And you and I and 5% of the rest of the world can become a part of it. And we can take our $100 or $1,000 or $100,000 and buy into this. Where did I learn all this? By reading? Not really. I have Audible, which is owned by Amazon, and I plug the ears in, and I go to page 248 in this book, and it told me all this. It explained it to me, both in my ears and my eyes, and so I retained it. So now I can share it with you, and we can learn it, and we can invest in it. No, we can buy ownership in it. And this is just one of the companies that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the big 6. This is the big 9, which includes 3 from China. We're not going to invest in them because Peter Zion from the Accidental Superpower tells us because of the one-child policy that went from 1975 through 2015, China has a demographic problem and they aren't going to have the workers to support their society very soon now. How did I know that? I read it. I listened to it. I was educated. And in the future, it'll be done through my Oculus goggles. Stay with me. I'm going to teach you how to become wealthy. I'm going to teach you how to read, how to become educated in the world you live in.